Hi, this is P.R. Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Finally, yesterday the US markets came under some slight profit booking. They say some news related to artificial intelligence. But the next few days are very, very important for US markets. Number one, Fed meeting that tomorrow, but that may be a non-event because like status quo is expected. And then tomorrow, after the market hours, there are seven important stocks, what they call it as a magnificent seven. And out of that, Tesla has already come out with the results. And Nvidia usually come out with results very, very late. So leaving these two, the remaining five stocks are coming out with results tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, so these are the stocks that will be coming out with results. So that's about the US markets. And because the US market came under slight profit booking, the Asian markets are slightly lower, but they are down but not out. And GIF Nifty is exactly trading around the same level as yesterday's closing. Yesterday's trading, so there were many, many interesting things that has happened. So let us discuss one by one. Number one, the Infosys ADR was down by 4.5% the day before in US markets. So because of that, people expected IT stocks to do very badly yesterday. But on the contrary, the IT stocks didn't do so badly. Infosys fell, but not 4.5%. So that shows that, IT stocks are, they're already oversold, beaten down, so they may stabilize. So that is one surprise. The second surprise, nobody expected such a big fall in Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty index has fallen nearly 1,000 point from day before yesterday closing to yesterday's low. The reason, the media said expected credit loss, something like that. So the provision has to be made not for the losses, but also expected credit loss also. From that is only from April 2027. But the markets are already fragile. So when this kind of news comes, the banking stocks fell like anything. The PSU Bank index has fallen more than 2%. HDFC Bank, when the markets were falling on Friday and Monday, but HDFC Bank was in green, but that also came under selling pressure. I think after a long time, ICICI Bank has broken 1,300 rupees. So ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, as expected, fell more than HDFC Bank. And number three, Reliance Industries. Infosys, they said they came out with very good results, but that stock keep on falling. Reliance, they said, it's a very, very bad result. After declaring such a bad result on Friday, Monday market went up. Even yesterday also, Reliance Industries moved higher. In fact, at some point of time, among my market watch, like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, TCS, Infosys, Reliance. So Reliance was the only stock that was trading in green yesterday. And then the fourth one, the India VIX. Yesterday, the Bank Nifty fell nearly 1,000 point. The markets also came down. The Nifty once again broke 24,000 support level. But despite that, India VIX did not shoot up. In fact, yesterday morning, India VIX was down nearly 7%. But on a closing basis also, it is down 1 or 2% only. So the India VIX did not shoot up. So what does that mean? So it means that there is a bad news and that news has already been factored in. So the continuation of selling may not happen. So that should be the right interpretation for falling India VIX. And then yesterday, if you remove the bank nifty, and the nifty would have closed around 24,200. Although markets were very, very volatile yesterday, so in the morning it went very close to 24,200. Then intraday selling nifty fell more than 200 points. But bank nifty, at some point of time I saw it was down 800 point. Assuming that bank nifty has about 30% weightage for nifty, that alone would have wiped out about 240, 250 points in nifty. But despite that, the nifty closing was not bad. So India VIX was the fourth one. And then it was only the large cap stocks that fell yesterday. Mid cap and small cap indices actually ended in green. So that means that, so yesterday's fall was mainly because of the news, expected credit loss. So that should be the news. Otherwise, why mid cap and small caps have outperformed. Now, the last or most interesting thing, for the last 1 year to 2 year, I've been observing when the expiry happens. Yesterday was the April expiry. So the May future, that means 1 month expiry is over. The next month future will be usually trading around 150 point premium to the spot. Sometimes traded at 200 points also. But yesterday, the Nifty future, May future premium is hardly 80, 85 points. Sometimes in the afternoon during the trading hours, it even came down to 75 points. So, the future premium is half of the usual premium. So that means that, people are shorting this market. So having said this, we have to look at the larger picture. If you look at the larger picture, sometimes in 2025, our market started falling. The peak fall, or the biggest fall came after the Trump tariff. So Nifty fell for 5 continuous months, and then market started reversing. 1 month there was a very big green candle, and then Nifty rallied for 4 months. So the rally did not stop in 1 month, it continued for 4 months. The same thing now, if you see, Nifty has already started falling from the peak, and then the big fall came in the month of March. In the month of March alone, Nifty has fallen nearly 3,000 points. So that's about how many percentage? Around more than 10%. Right? So more than 10% fall came in the month of March, and Nifty fell for 4 continuous months as at the end of March. Then came the reversal in the month of April, and Nifty shot up nearly 8-9% in the month of April. So this is a very big recovery. And then going by 2025, maybe who knows, at least for next 1 or 2 months, the Nifty should continue to move higher. Right? So this is assuming the history repeats. So there, the tariff uncertainty continued, and now Iran war uncertainty is still continuing. Right? Same thing. If you look at 2022, you may remember 2022, sometime in September, the US interest rate peaked. The inflation peaked at 8.9%. So that time also Nifty fell for 4 continuous months. And then after that, a big recovery came. So that recovery did not stop in the 1 month. It continued for the second month. So looking at all these precedents, I'm taking a slightly bullish view for the month of May. So this kind of a recovery usually do not stop at 1 month. It may go for 2 months or 3 months. So looking at the open interest, first thing is that I told you the 24,800 is going to be a good resistance because that is a 62.8% Fibonacci retracement. Looking at the open interest, so I feel that for the month of May, 23,000 to 25,000 may be their range. Although the range looks very big, because you know what to do, this kind of markets, you know, even intraday markets are making 200, 300 points more. Even if one is selling 23,000 put and 25,000 call, you know, the combined premium, assuming that Nifty is settling between 23,000 and 25,000 for the capital deployed. So that gives more than 11, 12% return. And that's a very, very decent return because in May series, there are only 4 weeks, one public holiday, that is this Friday. So you have only 19 trading sessions and getting 11, 12% return for the capital deployed at 23,000 put and 25,000 call seems to be very, very lucrative. Remember, this is not a trading recommendation. Take your own call, consult your financial advisors before taking any trade. Yesterday, the Maruti results came, so the stock has fallen. Auto stocks will be jittery today because there is a rumor that, sooner or later, Indian government will increase the petrol and diesel prices. So usually what they will do, today is the last phase of polling in West Bengal. So usually when the last phase is over, they will increase the petrol price. But now every opposition is talking about this. So who knows? They may wait for 1 or 2 more days, or maybe even they may wait until May 4 also. Maybe they may wait for the actual results. So that's a possibility. Bajaj Finance will be in focus today because I think they are declaring results, I think today or tomorrow. The big question now, will the Bank Nifty stabilize after falling so much? The India VIX indicates that no, it is likely to stabilize, it's not likely to fall much, but who knows? Nobody knows. So, the fear of petrol diesel hike, price hike will, come into the picture because, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days holidays, uh, you know. So, for the weekly expiry, so I think, 23,500 to 24,800. So, maybe the range for the current week. For current week, there's a one public holiday, so there are only 4 trading sessions. Overall, although the price action and other things are not looking really very good, but somehow by looking at the history, I feel that May month should be a positive month. So, like maybe there may be one more attempt to take out to 24,500 and 24,600. So I will not be surprised if Nifty goes to the next box of 24,500 to 25,000. But that a lot depends upon other things because this week, as I told you, the Fed meeting is there. 5 stocks out of the magnificent 7 stocks are declaring the results, and then Iran uncertainty is still continuing. But Iran uncertainty, when the Russia-Ukraine war started, that was an uncertainty. But after some time, markets started ignoring that. And the Trump tariff started last year, end of February or beginning of March. That was a very big uncertainty. Markets crashed all over the world. But still, that Trump uncertainty is there, right? But still, markets are started ignoring. So, for some time, the markets may be worrying, but if it is prolonging beyond a certain period, the market will start ignoring that. So that is what is happening. Despite a lot of bad news from Iran war front, the markets are not falling in the world. So, uh, like looking at the history, so I'm taking slightly bullish view, but I already have bought 24,000 call, sold double the quantity of 24,800 call to finance that. But markets are not, but that is giving some profit only, but not a very big profit. But by the end of May, if that goes close around 24,800, so that may be I may be making a very good profit. But on the other hand, I also bought 24,000 put option. I sold 23,000 put option to finance that. So that is to protect my portfolio because I have a portfolio also. So the market continued to fall, my portfolio will bleed. So that one as I've done as a portfolio management. So at least from 24,000 to 23,000, I'm protected. But below 23,000, I will know how to manage that, right? So that is the picture right now. So let us see what's going to happen today. It's going to be interesting, but tomorrow will be more interesting because of our holiday on Friday. So until then, we will keep watching the polling in West Bengal. And today evening, there will be exit poll. So Assam will go to the BJP way. West Bengal is a tough to take, but looks like BJP is having a slight edge in West Bengal. And Tamil Nadu is likely to go to DMK, Kerala likely to go to Congress, and Pondicherry nobody bothers. That's a very, very tiny state, tiny union territory, right? So that the votes are very, very small in number. It can swing anyway. So exit poll results, if it favors BJP, there may be a slightly more positive sentiment tomorrow. So let us see what's going to happen. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.